Stavros Tousios for M4Markets. This week we're going to start with the DXY and also a quick look on Aussie. Both reveal interesting patterns. Now, when we come to the DXY, I just want to show you that this could still turn out being a 5-wave move to the upside. Okay, and of course that would indicate, since we have that low and that swing high and that swing low, that we are likely to get into a range over here. With that rejection, the potential rejection, to make that note, leading to a further downside below the previous low over here, back from April, and to new territories. Now, looking at this particular structure, okay, there is two major cases that I see panning out. One would be for this to turn into perhaps even a triangle, some sort of flat pattern, or anything that would keep that as a low. Perhaps though it could also continue lower down, but still as a correction. How to identify between corrections and impulses is overlaps. We already see overlap between these two counts, right? So the structures to the downside. So this is one of the cases, the major case, that we are still correcting. We are correcting that impulse, okay, and we continue higher for one more wave to the upside. The other one would be that this structure ends up indeed with lower low, but as a wedge. If we get a wedge at this particular stage, that would indicate from there, of course, two different things. One, or could suggest two different scenarios. Like a correction to the upside and further continuation, which means the top is in, or a continuation to the upside, which would of course suggest that, you know, this would be looking like a wedge, but it wouldn't be. Okay, so these are the two major cases. So I will be watching very closely once we go lower, how low do we go, and I will put a limit to that with the current prices around 102.60 or 103.10. If we continue higher, we want to definitely take over the 50% Fibonacci of that last leg to the downside, which is around the 103.85, and there is a cluster at 104 as well, so we could be heading towards that scenario. Now, the RSI doesn't show any signals over here. What we can say, okay, is that we do have a signal from here to here. Now, when it comes to Aussie has done extremely well since that low down to below the 65 or so. We have had this divergence popping through, and off we go with 5 waves to the upside. Now look at this. While prices do continue to do new highs, the RSI kinda is, but isn't as well. It's quite flat at the top and overbought, okay? Combined with a signal from here to here, it looks like to me that Aussie is due a correction. If not, 68 might be hard to go to, but it's going to be around that 68 territory, okay? Either for a continuation to the upside or further continuation to the downside. Either way though, it seems to me like in the short term, not very short term, we might have one leg to the upside to go. We're due some sort of correction, which brings the 66, 30, 50 territory in focus. To the upside, I don't see that really going above 62.20, at least until we get some sort of sell-off. Because let's not forget, the game between the bulls and bears and the sellers and the buyers at this particular stage is a little bit unbalanced. That's why we typically see the RSI divergence.